Hi, I'm Seth with Priority Maintenance. Today's video is going to be on cutting in with paint. So our first step is you want to make sure you have your brush, your bucket of paint, and anytime we're doing any kind of painting, we always need to make sure we have a wet rag either strung over your shoulder. I like to stick mine in my back pocket, so I always have it. We're going to start up at our top corner and work our way down. So generally when I'm cutting in, I don't want to get a whole lot of paint on my brush because I don't want a big drip running down the wall. So I'll give myself a nice little dip and I will clean off both sides of my brush so I have just enough paint on there. Anytime we're doing any kind of painting with a brush, you do not want to get your paint up into the metal part of your brush there. That's a good way to ruin a brush. So we'll get our paint on there, clean off both sides. Start all the way up here in our corner. Kind of smush it in to get our angle in there. And I'll usually bring it out at the top so that way I have paint where I want it. And now I got a spot where I can move down from. So again, gets a little bit more paint, wipe it off. Start up here at the top and I will generally pull my brush down with the corner and just start slowly working your paint down. You can see when you start to run out of paint, you just need to dip a little bit more and restart back where you were. So come back up and then start working your paint down. And you just want to ride the inside of that corner. And as you can see, this is a freshly textured wall. So it's a little bit rougher on your first coat, but that's okay because with any kind of painting, you always do more than one coat, and so it'll smooth out the more you go. So you'll just continue riding your paint line all the way down. Now what you can do to help the next person who comes along to roll it, or if you're rolling it next, is you can come through right next to your line and widen it a bit so that way the next person, or again if you're going to be doing the rolling, won't have to get as close to the wall. Work that down. Make sure to get into all of your little holes. And you just continue to work from the top to the bottom. And you just keep riding that brush in that corner. You don't want to wrap around into that corner. You want to stay right at it. Now if you have a spot where you've just ended and you came out away, what I'll do sometimes is start away from my corner and then work my brush down into it. So that way I can make sure I'm not getting it where I don't want it. You just keep on working your way down. Again, paying attention to when you run out of paint, so that way you can come back and re-go over it and continue to come down. And just keep applying right in your corner, trying to make it as a straight a line as you can. And again, coming back and filling in to make rolling easier. And that is pretty much it for cutting in. You would continue from there all the way down, and then same thing again, you would continue here across the top, just riding right at that top edge, pulling as you go. So that's it for cutting in. I'll set the priority maintenance. We'll see you next time.